I hate not having a proper schedule to follow strictly. One would think that with how consistently content is released, I've figured it all out. And being an overthinker hasn't helped because I default to thinking others are looking down on me like a Psyduck trying to figure out how to give CPR to his trainer choking on a rare candy. Well, I haven't. This is going to be a reminder to those who actually find my videos enjoyable that it's going to be an uphill battle for many years to come, like I'm trying to lose weight while the Oreo container is giving me that yum-yum face. That aside, it's a bummer when Marvel comes around to show their face and flex their third leg with a movie that hasn't come out for another few days, and almost the entire movie season is dried up faster than my ex's joyless cunt. Alright, well, what are you gonna review in the meantime, Albeleo? How about something so manly and testosterone-filled that when the cast flexes their muscles, it will knock up your girlfriend at the mere mention of it? That's right, I'm talking about Predator, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and most of the other walking marble statues of the 1980s as badass commandos that are hired to rescue survivors of a downed helicopter and America the shit out of anyone that gets in the way. However, they soon come to learn that they are not the only muscle in the jungle looking for a good time and must fight to survive against an alien that can throw Arnold like a rag doll. This is one of the near-perfect movie experiences that leaves you so satisfied that you might want to buy a Bowflex afterwards just to relieve yourself. The cast are well suited to filling the roles of being the macho team with a great on and off screen camaraderie, helping to feel more organic and real than the fleshlight you keep in your shoebox. And the filming on location in the jungle makes you feel like you travel to Central America and remind you of the modern blessing that is air conditioning. Predator feels very much like two different movies in one, going from an action espionage film in the first half and then morphing like a zergling into a horror slasher by the second half. This is evident when the titular creature bitch slaps as one of the commandos so hard that even Doom Guy would be proud. And what better way to emphasize that something is wrong and the threat is severe when one of your squad immediately gets one shot from nowhere? Ah yes, this movie isn't just about absurdly powerful men demolishing enemies like you had an invulnerability code activated in Contra. No, this is very much a movie that attempts to self-parody its own genre by becoming the opposite. The group of commandos that just flexed their biceps and blew up a guerrilla outpost so hard that it would inspire Michael Bay to direct films, god damn it, are now victims of something more efficient at killing than they are. How ironic it is that the straightforward approach of blowing things up at first and asking questions later is immediately rendered obsolete. It's like playing World of Warcraft and getting ganked by a rogue. You have to adapt, and no one likes to do that. Not the cowardly elephants or the fat white guys weaponing diversity. This reveal is also a payoff to the mystery established throughout the film of how another team of soldiers are found and stated to have spray and prayed in all directions without hitting their target like a kid who is used to using the noob tube and not the sniper rifle. This is the beautiful irony of putting our action heroes in a horror movie situation when our band of brothers are reduced to doing the same thing in the now iconic scene where they level an entire acre of forest like they just cast molten rain. The special effects are pretty high quality as well, though being quite outdated even by the time the 90s rolled around and Pogs became the big thing. The camera work and lighting feel great, solid and smooth like downing a bottle of Bailey's, reminding me of the days when directors actually put in effort making proper action, bar a few exceptions of course nowadays. Watching Predator is like detoxifying myself from all the modern day shaky cameras that move around like Michael J. Fox was filming the Blair Witch Project with an iMore S1. The Predator itself is an awesome creature and truly stands as one of the best monsters of all time. During the simple times of the 80s when monsters were literally just that, monsters. No sparkly glass skin bullshit, no hairy palms I'm just going through a phase crap. No, this monster is here to inspire Mortal Kombat fatalities and he doesn't care about your feelings. Equipped with iconic technology and gear, the Predator poses a real threat and challenge to our band of misfits, presenting an enemy that is not only technologically and physically superior, but also has an intelligence to match like a velociraptor doing your homework. And all this culminates in Arnold getting his Boy Scout on when the last 20 or 30 minutes of this movie is a silent primal battle of the fittest where only the strongest and muscliest will survive and move on to a career of successful movies. And the loser will be trapped in an endless spiral of ever worsening sequels until the guy who at first killed gets the last laugh by making a movie so bad that it may have legitimately killed the franchise. Predator is one of the greatest action movies of all time, directed by one of the greatest directors of all time. It has garnered millions of fans around the world and taught everyone how to impersonate Arnold. If you're a fan of sci-fi, action, horror, you owe to yourself to give this movie a watch. Shy of a few mistakes here and there, this is one of the best experiences you can have as a film goer. Now excuse me, we must all get in line and sacrifice another herd of goats and virgins to ensure Marvel's next large-scale film isn't a failure, because if it is, the internet isn't going to shut up for the next year.